times. Here we go. Wave that green light and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So down Breakout Sport. We are live for USA taking on Belgium in a very, very controversial round of 16 clash that has gotten everyone talking over the last 24 hours with some absolute buffoonery happening from FIFA. And there's going to be a lot of people supporting Belgium today. 100%. There'll be a lot of people getting behind the Belgians today as they take on the USA. But it's going to be an interesting match here because the USA, they are a strong team. Belgium, they have made a lot of really, really drastic changes to their roster today, to their lineup, which is really interesting because Kevin De Bruyne is not in their starting lineup. Jeremy Doku is not in their starting lineup. Even Romelu Lukaku, who we were thinking surely he's going to get an opportunity here, he's not here today. He's on the bench. And Rudy Garcia is really trying something different with this Belgium team. So it's going to be interesting how it all plays out. But let's get into the two-team lineups here for today, and then we'll get into how they've been obviously tracking along coming into this game, and we'll get into the chat and see what you are saying. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new around here. Tonight we will have Argentina as they take on Egypt. That will be my main hate watch there against the Egyptians, but that will be on tonight. I probably won't be able to do Colombia versus Switzerland, but this is a big one right now. So let's get into it. So the USA, they play host to Belgium here at Seattle Stadium in Seattle. The USA, their team lineup 3-5-2. Matt Freese in goal with the backline Sergino Dest, Chris Richards, Anthony Robinson, Tim Ream, who is the captain, and Alex Freeman, with the midfield being Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, and Malik Tillman. And the attack is Christian Pulisic and Folarin Balogun. Really want to emphasize this here for the Americans who watch their team and say that they love Christian Pulisic. It's Pulisic. His name is pronounced Pulisic. So this is a real common theme that I keep seeing, that they get his name wrong just because they want to make it, I guess, more American. But Christian Pulisic is his name. Now, the substitutions: Matt Turner, Chris Brady, Austin Trusty, Miles Robinson, Max Afston, Mark McKenzie, Joe Scully, Giovanni Reina, Sebastian Berhalter, Ricardo Pepe, Brendan Aronson, Haji Wright, Timothy Ware, and Alex Zendejas, with the coach being Mauricio Pochettino. This American team, obviously, it's been controversial, hasn't it? You know, they obviously have been able to include Balogun into their team. And I think everybody is who watches football an adamant believer that this is corruption. I think that it is absolutely out of this world that we're even sitting here talking about the fact that a guy got a red card in his last game and he's allowed to play in this game. There is no excuses for it, and Belgium actually, they put out a statement where they were inquiring and asking, you know, how have you actually done this? And FIFA hasn't responded to them. They haven't given them any explanation whatsoever. So this is, a really, really dark situation for the game of international football, and really sheds even more of a negative light on Infantino. I defend America more than many other people do. I like America. I'll be in America in February. You know, I've been there for months and months, and I've been there many times. I love America. But I don't think that anybody with a sensible form of judgment can defend the situation in regards to Folarin Balogun. I don't think that anybody who has a sense of integrity can defend the situation of Folarin Balogun, because the issue doesn't derive from if you believe it was a red card or not. That has nothing to do with the issue whatsoever. There is nothing in that. At the end of the day, we've seen many a time debatable red cards and debatable situations across our entire lives of watching football at the FIFA World Cup and in tournaments and whatever. We have seen debatable red cards that you could argue were less of a red card than what we saw from Balogun, because Balogun was studs directly into the ankle, right? But that's not the issue, because at the end of the day, it was given a red card, and now it has been not rescinded. The red card wasn't rescinded, for those who don't know. They didn't say, that's not a red card, we're not suspending him because that wasn't a red card. They delayed the suspension. So the suspension is going to be had after the World Cup. So they've completely just changed it all around, because they have not said that it wasn't a red card. They've just said we're going to put that suspension for after the World Cup. Similar for rugby league fans, if you don't really understand the context here, for like a player being allowed to play in the grand final despite the fact that they've gone and punched somebody with an uppercut in the preliminary final, right? Or they've gone and done something really bad in the previous game that's gotten them suspended, and then the suspension's been delayed. And this just has never been a thing. I think the last time we ever saw something like this was like 60, 70 years ago, and there was a lot of controversy around it then. But the fact of the matter is that this doesn't happen, and that's why everybody is really kicking up a stink, because not only is it something that never happens, but it's also the home team here, and we all know how controversial it's already been at this World Cup. Even though it offended World Cup, it's been a great World Cup to watch. You know, the treatment of the Iranian team was pretty poor, was really poor. And now we've also got this situation. There's been a whole bunch of situations, right? So at the end of the day, Balogun's playing. And you just have to deal with that. But from an American standpoint, you have to understand why people are criticizing this. It's not even just because you're American. It really isn't. It's not to do with you're American, because I will back in America more often than not over other people, right? But there's no way that somebody who has the integrity of the game of football at heart can defend this decision here to not overturn the red card, which is, there's no process in FIFA. If you want to add a process into FIFA World Cups and you want to add it for future tournaments, great. I'll hear it if you want to be able to appeal against red cards and whatnot, and then that can change for future World Cups. That's great, but that's not here. We don't have that right now. That's not in the game. So that's why everyone's kicking up a stink. And it's legitimate. It's a legitimate complaint from everybody. So, again, America, they've got him in. It is what it is, and we'll see how they pan out. Obviously, coming into this game, they did beat Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0, even though they had that red card. And obviously, in the group, they beat Paraguay 4-1. They beat Australia 2-0 and then lost to Turkey 3-2, but that was with a weakened team. The biggest thing, the trajectory that you can look at in terms of USA being a strong team, is that for the most part, they are able to beat out a lot of these similar ranked teams or lower teams. But when it comes to teams that are above them on the rankings, they struggle. So in the international friendlies, they lost 2-1 to Germany, above them. They lost 2-0 to Portugal, above them. They lost 5-2 to Belgium, who they're playing here today, who are above them. They did beat Senegal 3-2. They beat Uruguay 5-1. They beat Paraguay 2-1. They beat Australia 2-1. They drew 1-1 with Ecuador. They beat 2-0 Japan. They lost 2-0 to South Korea. They lost 2-1 to Mexico. So the trajectory that you're looking at here, the signs that you're looking at, is that the USA do typically lose to these top 10 ranked nations and teams that are above the USA, where they're situated currently in, I think they're 12th position now. No, they are in 16th position. They're in 16th on the world rankings as we currently speak. Actually, let me just refresh that. Is that right? I don't think are they actually in 16th? I thought they were a little bit higher before. No, they are in 16th position. Switzerland's even got above them. So, you know, the USA are in 16th. Belgium are here in 9th. And when you do see the USA go up against these bigger nations, typically you will see them lose. However, they are friendlies that we're talking about here. Even when they did take on Turkey, they did lose. But again, that was with the second B squad American team, right? It's an American team that is good, but are they great? Are they able to go here and take down a top 10 ranked team? Now, Belgium are a team that are very beatable. Very, very beatable. You know, they're in 9th. They are the constant underachievers when it comes to tournaments, and when it comes to the FIFA World Cup, they constantly underachieve on what is expected of them. They've had a great team. They've had a golden generation for years now, and it just never works out for them. Well, they've got a lot to play for here today, because not only do they have that notion, but they've also got this integrity notion that they're playing for here today as well. And if there was to see a goal from Balogun today, I promise you there'd be a serious court case in regards to this. And Belgium would have every right to be criticising it as well. Say, for example, the game finishes 2-1 and Balogun scores a winner. My gosh, it would kick off an absolute worldwide catastrophe when it comes to FIFA and in regards to... You'll see a lot of teams banding together with Belgium and stuff like that. I really hope Balogun doesn't score today, because it will cause a lot of problems in the international game. But yeah, look, Belgium are constantly the underachievers, and you could easily make an argument that USA go and win this game on that basis, but they did play each other, and USA did lose 5-2 to them in a previous friendly that happened all the way back in... Where did it happen? What month was it again? It happened in March of this year. Belgium won 5-2. Weston McKennie and Patrick Angemang scored. But for Belgium, it was Zeno de Bast, Amadou Onana, Charles de Catalere, and Dodi Luca Bacchio scored twice in that game. So definitely something to keep an eye on, considering these two teams have already played this year. Now, in regards to Belgium, their team, 4-2-3-1, Thibaut Courtois is the goalkeeper, with the backline being Brandon Mukele, Maxime de Kuiper, Timothy Castagne, and Nathan Ngui, with the midfield being Yuri Tielemans, who is the captain, Nicholas Raskin, and Amadou Onana. And then the attack is Leandro Trossard, Dodi Lukapakio, who did score that double, that brace against them in that March friendly. And also Charles de Ketelare. Then you go to the substitutions: Sen Lamens, Mike Penders, Zeno De Bast, Arthur Theate, Thomas Monnier, Connie De Winter, Joaquin Seys, Axel Witzel, Kevin De Bruyne, Diego Moreira, Hans Van Aken, Alexis Saelemaekes, Romelu Lukaku, Jeremy Doku, and Matthias Fernandez Bardo, with Rudy Garcia as the manager. Like I said before, massive substitutions. Kevin De Bruyne not starting. He started his previous 37 games in a row for Belgium. Jeremy Doku on the bench as well. It is just a lot of big time changes here, which is very, very interesting. And Lukaku's still obviously not getting a start, but he's had a really poor year domestically, and I just would have expected them to have a striker here. I would have expected them to have Lukaku, is what I should say there. But look, Dodi Lukapakio, again, he scored a double. He scored a brace in the last time these two teams played, when they did win 5-2. And Lukapakio does play for Benfica as a winger. I think that he should be able to have a pretty good game here today against the Americans. But when you come in to this Belgium team coming into this tournament, obviously, they beat New Zealand 5-1 the World Cup group stage. They beat Senegal 3-2. They were down 2-0 in the 85th minute. Scored twice to send it to extra time, and then obviously scored the 125th minute penalty to send them through to this round of 16 game. They drew 0-0 with Iran. They drew 1-1 with Egypt, and that just shows you right there how up in the air they still are. They are still very much so up in the air as a team. Now, when you look at the friendlies, they did beat Croatia 2-0, 5-0 over Tunisia, 1-1 with Mexico, 5-2 against the USA, obviously, like I said before. In their World Cup qualifiers, they did beat Liechtenstein 7-0, that's expected. Wales 4-2. Drew 0-0 with North Macedonia. Did draw randomly 1-1 with Kazakhstan, who had a red card in that game too, but they also beat them in a previous matchup 6-0. Beat Liechtenstein 6-0. This was a pretty easy group for them. Their group stage of the World Cup qualifiers was pretty easy, man. Then they actually didn't beat North Macedonia. It was 1-1 and 0-0, and then also beat Wales 4-3 in another game. Wow, a lot of goals scored in those Belgium-Wales games. That was 8 goals scored from Belgium across the 2 games, and 5 goals scored for Wales across those 2 games. So a lot of goals there. But look, I'm going to predict that the Belgium team win here today. However, there's just so much going on around it. This game has so much controversy surrounding it, and I hope we get a cracker. I hope it goes down to the wire. We saw Spain eliminate Portugal 1-0 early this morning by getting a 91st minute winner. We've seen a lot of late drama in games across this tournament. That England versus Mexico game yesterday was incredible. We didn't get late drama in that game in terms of a goal, but geez, it was late drama in terms of how the game played out. So that was a very, very exciting game. Hopefully we get another exciting game here. I know the conversation is going to be heavily around that controversy, and all that kind of jazz, but I'm going to try my best to ignore that for the most part, because at the end of the day, the team lists are the team lists, and we're just going to have to see how it all pans out here. Whoever wins this game, I believe, is playing Spain. I think whoever wins this is playing Spain. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is the case. So guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I don't have anybody in my fantasy team for this game. And let's rock and roll, baby. Let's rock and roll. Let's move that bad boy across over there. And there we go. Justin Sundo says, before the drama, I was thinking USA would win. After the drama, Belgium deserved to win. However, I kind of still want to see the USA win, just because it will make for great drama as a neutral. Oh, dude, could you imagine the drama that will happen if Balogun scores a goal in the 90th minute to send the USA in? That would just be... I'm telling you that there would be some severe ramifications from UEFA and European teams that would really be coming in behind the defense of Belgium. You would see many countries really fire up behind Belgium for it. The issue is that if Balogun didn't, I want to see USA do well. I actually genuinely don't mind seeing USA do well, because I know how big it is for the growth of football in America. And this is the hard thing, but it's just like the integrity of the game. I don't want to see America go through based off of this lack of integrity notion. But I also wouldn't mind seeing the Americans go through anyway because of the growth of football in their nation. You know, this is such a big tournament and such a big moment for American football to grow. And that's why it's just such a hard thing. Like you're wrestling with wanting to see that for the game, but you're also, you know, questioning the processes that nobody else has benefited from. It's not the only situation this World Cup, and that's why it's just such a difficult conversation to have here. It's just such a difficult conversation to have. Lewis says, what's the X's and O's behind this lineup? Is the manager planning for extra time? Are you talking about in terms of Belgium? I just think that he's trying to go with a bit. I don't know why he hasn't gone with Doku, because I was going to say a bit more speedy of a team. Kevin De Bruyne, obviously not what he once was, but still great player. But I don't know, maybe more so as the super subs. I'm not too sure. Both those guys with Doku and De Bruyne would typically come off around that 65th minute kind of deal. I'm a bit surprised by it. Like, you will see them come on at some stage, especially if they're down. You will definitely see them come on. But yeah, I'm a bit confused as why he's done it, but I can understand why Luka Bakio has come in, especially considering the last time these two teams played. He scored a brace against them. Mistakes is wish I was here for the England game. Screw Mexico. Yeah, look, I've seen a lot of how Mexicans have been dealing with fans and whatnot in recent weeks with Ecuador and also England and all that kind of jazz. So whilst I don't mind Mexico and, there's going to be a shot here. We've started the game 13 seconds in and there will be a shot to start us off, but it won't go through there for the Belgians. I have seen how... Yeah, emphatic. Like, Mexicans are so behind their team, and it's so awesome to see how passionate they are for football. But the carry-on has been just dramatic. The carry-on has been absolutely out of this world. And then I saw videos of English fans in the stadium, and there were Mexicans who were doing this to them, like that. I can't really speak about on YouTube. Shot from Belgium. Oh, wow! Castagna nearly just scored a goal in the top left corner of the goal, but Matt Freese does save it. It's a great save there from Matt Freese. But no, Mexicans were doing like this and telling, like, of course you're going to be feeling quite threatened inside of a stadium in the Estadio Azteca, and they're doing that, and like there's banter, and that's just like full on because you know there's deeper context there. But the point is that, yeah, look, I think that after what I've seen from some Mexican fans, it's like a little bit of justice there, man. A little bit of justice, and I would like to see England go far too. I really would. I've supported an English team for 30 odd years of my life, man. So I just I can't justify hating on England when you support a team in their league. All right, so it's but in other sports, screw England. When it comes to rugby league, rugby union, cricket, all the other sports, screw England. But when it comes to football, I can't justify it. All right, so a corner here for Belgium after that great save from Matt Freese to start us off. And Belgium with this bad boy in, and they'll be headed down on target, but it will go straight to Matt Freese. Harlan says it's been delayed after the World Cup. We're taking the piss. Just imagine he scores a 90-minute winner. Yeah, it'd be crazy. The internet will blow up. Blow up. Short line says 2-0 Belgium. I think there's plenty of goals in this game, man. I think both these teams will play quite high attacking football. USA can be very susceptible defensively. And Belgium, look, they're the better defensive side, but overall they can definitely concede some goals. So I'm going to probably say it's going to be more like we could even see a similar game to what we saw yesterday with Mexico and the English. We could. But guess this USA hate watch is going to be great. KDB and Lukaku, I need you to lock in. KDB and Lukaku are not in the game, Pato. They're not here. They're on the bench. KDB, Jeremy Doku, and Lukaku are all on the bench here today. Ashkines, love how Trump has become some football expert overnight. He was a cricket expert during the T20 World Cup too, man. He was telling everybody how great the American cricket team was. The T20 cricket team. Obviously, they're not fantastic for those who know. But I was actually pretty happy with how America performed at that T20 World Cup, but they did get knocked out in the group stage without winning a game. However, I think they might have won one game at the end, but they were already eliminated. Belgium down this right wing. And USA will get it, and that will be a throw-in for the Americans. Anos is very emotional for Ronaldo. I feel bad for him, but that's bound to happen. Yeah, look, it was going to happen. It was going to happen. And look, with all due respect to Ronaldo, amazing player, amazing career, I respect what he's done as a career. You cannot not respect it. So this is, with all due respect, I say this, Portugal are going to be better for this long term. As with all due respect, I say this, Portugal can now fully invest behind the Euros and fully invest behind the next World Cup without having to think about the Ronaldo situation that constantly, circles and swirls around their heads. So whilst Portugal are out, and that's going to hurt, and whilst it's going to hurt that this is the last time you've seen guys like Neymar and guys like Ronaldo and guys like Messi for Argentina, when these guys get knocked out, these teams have... Brazil have already moved in a different direction post-Neymar. Portugal haven't yet. So this will benefit Portugal long-term, in my opinion. Matt says, nearly break someone's ankle play in the next match, hope they lose. Nearly break someone's ankle play in the next match. Oh, nearly break someone's ankle, then play in the next match, hope they lose. Fair enough, and this is how majority of the world are feeling. Yeah. And I feel like most of the Americans who are defending the decision probably don't actually watch the Football World Cup or football in general, and now they're getting into it, and now they're defending their nation, because Americans have to defend their nation all the time, right? Now, whether it come politically, whether it come here, there, everywhere, it doesn't matter. There's always, the Americans are always going to feel like they're being targeted. With all due respect, Americans, you're not being targeted here for who you are. You're being targeted for the situation that then does kind of diverse into a lot of other situations. So I can understand why Americans who don't watch the game of football, there are still Americans who are defending the Belgium side of things and the rest of the world side of things, where it's like, this is corruption at its finest. And we all know that FIFA is corrupt anyway. But this is the most blatant example of it. So I can understand why there are Americans defending it, but I don't believe they're football fans. I think that they're just supporting their nation, because there's nobody who's a football fan who could genuinely defend what's been happening here. 5 minutes in, and the ball go to Matt Freese. Short list of Belgium will score early. Objective. Oh, let's scroll down. I'll go past it. Laurie says USA will win, or FIFA will get a call from Trump. Yeah, if they get knocked out here, will Trump call them and say, I want you to overturn the loss and put us through to play Argentina and just remove Belgium? Look at Bakio about to cook. Tamanok says, time to commence. Ultimate hate watch. Ty says, up Belgium. Did a big 3-leg with Spain, Belgium, and Argentina. Well, good luck, Ty. I don't mind it. I mean, that's not bad. I always had Spain winning that game against Portugal. And I think that Spain still might win this World Cup. They might. They haven't looked amazing, but I think they might still just win this World Cup. I had them to win the World Cup pre-tournament, and I don't know. France still looked fantastic. That was a good result against Paraguay, even though everyone's going to say, oh, they only won 1-0. Paraguay, not an easy team to beat. This is going to be a free kick here. Americans have this false sense of idea about Paraguay, thinking that because they beat them 4-1, it means Paraguay not good or America's amazing. It's not even about that. It's about the fact that Paraguay couldn't handle the big stage in the opening match against one of the hosts after 16 years being away. Now they got into the tournament, and they were, moving along a lot more like how they exist outside of, considering that goal first in an opening host matchup. It was just not what Paraguay is. It just, Spain still haven't conceded a goal. You're right. Yeah, their defense has been unbelievable. Well, I've had Cucurella throughout the entirety of the tournament in my fantasy team because I knew their defense was going to be good. I didn't think it would be that good, though. And I'll put this ball out here. Belgium. Here we go. Here's a chance of Belgium. Look at Bakio. In the box. Oh, that should have been put in the back of the net. Should have been. Just a reminder, guys, always wait for me to commentate it here. You're going to be ahead of me. You are. But just wait for me to commentate it, because there are people here who aren't able to watch the game that are using me as a commentary, and they're seeing the chat, so please don't ruin it for people in the chat. Wait for me to commentate it. Rose Street, Queensland. Yeah, we'll talk about Origin and whatnot on Wednesday when we're live for it tomorrow night. Terminok says, Portugal have the best midfield on paper. Martinez couldn't make them click. Neither complemented the other. I think Portugal just had too many overheads coming into this tournament in terms of, Ronaldo and team chemistry and the way that teams, the way the team came into this tournament. I just never thought they were going to be okay because of it. I never thought they were going to be, because ultimately on paper they've got, I would argue, all the way up until striker, they had the best team. They actually do have an amazing team, but it just wasn't that tournament because they had too many overheads. 1 second, Belgium here in the left wing, and that's going to be no, it's not a corner, but it'll be headed away from the USA. Belgium inside the box. Oh! It's a goal for Belgium! goal for Belgium. And it's a goal for integrity. De Ketelaere with the goal. It's 1-0 to Belgium. It's 1-0 to Belgium. I want to check the onside. I do want to check the onside. I do want to check the onside here for De Ketelaere, but it will be a goal for the time being. It's 1-0. It's a goal for Belgium, and it's a goal for integrity. Mistakes, are you saying that Ronaldo was holding them back? In a way, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, at this point of his career, yeah. Yeah, I am saying that. And I think a lot of people are saying that too. Portugal was saying that themselves, actually. Yeah, because he's not the same player that he once was, but he's still an amazing player throughout his career. 1 second, let's just check this onside. Yeah, he's well onside. So that's a goal. That's a goal for Belgium. That's a goal. In corruption, we trust, Mistake says. And De Ketelaere puts it in 1-0. So, yeah, no, Mistake, I will push back on that, and I'll say most people do agree with that. That's not taking away from Ronaldo's career. That's not taken away from who Ronaldo has been throughout all of his years. But at this stage of his career, and Spain's still in. Oh, Shabakao, ChatGPT's done that, bro. I'll try and fix that. Yeah, that's my bad. It's not even my bad. It's ChatGPT's bad. But trust me, when I keep trying to get ChatGPT to do this thing over here, it just constantly keeps giving me problems, man. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. So yeah, I don't know why it's done that, but I'll try. Okay, we'll try that and hopefully it can fix it. Someone checking on old mate Infantino. Oh boy. Just an absolute shambles, bro. It really is. Somebody says, when did Belgium wake up against New Zealand or Senegal? Look, they're looking hungry again. Well, 5 goals against New Zealand. I know it's just New Zealand, but it just gets the confidence back into you to know that you can score again. Like they had a 0-0 draw with Iran, a 1-1 draw with Egypt, and your confidence isn't there. And then it's like when you play a lowly ranked team in a domestic tournament and you get a big win. It's like, yeah, sure, okay, you've had a big win here. Against who? Like, you don't really care who it was against, but it got you back into the form and momentum of what you can do. And winning 5-1 over New Zealand is probably when they did wake up. By the way, 6 shots for Belgium, 3 on target in the first 11 minutes here. None shots for the USA. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Someone says they woke up in the last 5 minutes against Senegal. Well, that too, but also I would really attribute the New Zealand game to a lot more confidence too. But yeah, they were 5 minutes away from getting knocked out. 5 minutes away from this being Senegal, and USA would have beat Senegal. USA would have beat them. They did beat Senegal recently, actually. They did. USA weren't liked before by a lot of football fans, but now after this, pretty much everyone is hate watching. Yeah, but see, I don't like to compare because I feel like the USA weren't liked by a lot of football fans beforehand. Not for any kind of real legitimate reasoning. I think this is definitely legitimate reasoning. I think that maybe it is the politics of it all, or maybe it's the outside football things. People hate America, and I'm like, okay, sure, that's your thing. It's not mine. But before this situation, yeah, people didn't like America on the basis, I guess, that they believed they didn't really know football or watch football. Now this is a different scenario. Now this is a different scenario. Belgium cooking. Well, Belgium did beat them 5-2 in the previous game between these two teams. 5-2. Yep, no, my hate watch is definitely Argentina versus Egypt. Vamos Argentina. Vamos Argentina. Belgium. Can they get this ball up? Yes, they can. Can they get it before it goes over the sideline? Yes, they can. De Ketelaere. Nice work here from Belgium. Nice work here from Belgium. That's going to come back. Back out to the right wing. Jeez, they're all over the Americans right now. They are all over them. They are all over them at the moment. Oh, nearly another goal here. Trossard. And that's going to come out there. Belgium whip this ball across again. Flicked it across, and it goes straight to the hands of Matt Fries. Oh, they are under a lot of pressure as we speak. Honestly, didn't mind USA before this Balogun thing. I agree. And apart from them being in the same group as us, yeah, just because they're in the same group as us, is obviously we had a little bit of a, annoyance, but that's football. That's sport. They're in the same group as a 1 second Trossard, big shot, but it goes over the bar for a goal kick. I just don't really even think about America typically outside of, the fact that we're in the same group as them. And yeah, the Belgian situation is obviously going to piss everybody off. Hydration break going to come and ruin momentum. We'll see. We have not actually seen America in terms of adversity at this World Cup. The only adversity they had was when they lost 3-2 to Turkey, but that was also a B team, so there's a lot of excuses for that game. But we haven't really seen America face genuine adversity, so now they already are. So I don't know how they're going to react to it post the hydration break and whatnot. 14.5 minutes gone. USA could easily go smoked. Okay. Want to see what happens with the English defender. What English defender? Want to see what happens with what English defender? All right, that's going to be a steal from Belgium at the halfway point. They're all over him right now, man. USA just not getting anything their way. The guy who got red. Oh, that will 100% stay as a suspension. 100%. There's no way they're going to take it away. And also, that was a red, just like Balogun's one was absolutely red. For those who don't know, if you think that wasn't a red from Balogun, you're off your rocker. But realistically, yeah, it would show a complete disdain for the rules if you are going to see... I can't even remember who it was. Who was it yesterday? I can't remember who it was who got the red card. As it says, John Stone mugged off Tuchel, pretend to be injured. I don't know what's happening. Oh, Kwanzaa, yeah. I don't know what's happening right now in the chat. What are you talking about, John Stone pretending to be injured, mugged off Tuchel? Johnny Stones was great yesterday when he came in. Both were clearly red. Yeah. And you're out. Yeah, what's Kwanzaa? Short lines, Belgium locked in. Yep, they are locked in. Let's see if this is put Spain back in. It hasn't done it yet. Remove red highlight and X from Spain. Jordan yesterday. Yeah, Jordan Henderson. I saw that he broke his arm. God bless him, dude. That sucks to see. Obviously got a yellow card not being on the field. And then broke his arm as he was jumping over the one of the advertising boards. 16 minutes in, America's trying to slow this game down. You can see they really want this game slowed down, which is not typically how America play. But look at their passing game; it's just all over the shop. Belgium get this ball back at the halfway point. Simple Act of Kindness says Belgium win 100% sure. Well, I hope so, man. I hope so. Again, I'm not here. Oh no, Amadou Onana is looking really worried right now with his right knee. God bless him. They had to stop the game. He's grabbing at his right knee. You don't like that. You don't like that. But no, I think most people are going for Belgium in this one, simple act of kindness, out of the fact of integrity. All right, so are they going to use a drinks break now, are they? Oh no, he's just making sure that everyone stays back. Why is... okay, Pulisic has come in to shake his hand. Like, sure, was Pulisic the one who did that? Otherwise, the guy's getting treated for medical attention right now. Oh, was Pulisic there? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, it's just an awkward way that he's twisted his knee there on the ground. Yeah, Spain are in the quarters, Jasmine. It's a ChatGPT thing that, for some reason... It's a ChatGPT thing that's got Spain eliminated. They're not eliminated. They are through to play against Portugal. I'm trying to fix it now. So, Onana is coming off the field here. He's probably going to have to come out for the game here. He's probably going to have to be substituted. Amadou Onana. Just give the cup to Argentina at this point? Why? Why? France is still kicking along at a really, really quality level. England had a very good win against Mexico yesterday under a lot of pressure. very, very good win there. Not that I think that England will go and do it. You know, you've still got Spain, who have been underwhelming, but just have gotten past Portugal now, and they're into the quarters, and they play the winner of this game, and I would expect them to win against either of these two teams. That's a throw in here. We're back underway for Belgium per throw in. Why did just give a cup to Argentina? So, Chuck, bro, I got to remind you, mate, this is a channel where we have healthy conversations. I get that you don't like England, but, mate, they won 3-2 yesterday. They're into the quarterfinals. Every single comment you make is always a negative about England. I get you don't like England, man, but, like, on a realistic level, don't become unsunning, because, like, at the end of the day, England went to Mexico, and Mexico have not conceded a goal at the Estadio Azteca. Mexico is one of the better defensive units in the world. England did not look like the best team in that game for a long part of it, but they still won the game 3-2. Despite having a red card, they held out dramatically in the last few minutes of that game. And whether you like England or not, you have to respect what England did yesterday. The Estadio Azteca was a fantastic result for them. So, like, you just got to look at it from a realistic level. You can dislike a team and still respect that team for what they did as a footballing team, not as a national team. So what England did was very, very difficult. What England did was actually very, very impressive. You don't have to respect England, but you can respect the way that they did it. Winning is all that matters. I 100% agree with you, Joe. You understand this channel where me going back at you here is not me trying to say that you're bad for what you're saying. It's just a passionate response into how incorrect I believe that you talk about this English team is, regardless of the fact that it was a good win for them outside of the fact that it's England. Do you know what I mean? Vatican comes on here for Amadou Onana. Mexico out yesterday, USA today. Let's go. We'll see short line. 20 minutes gone here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Because I'm not usually going to be the one defending England, but in football I don't mind it. But in other sports I definitely won't be. Belgium, good run here, very good run. Oh, but it will be a free kick to the USA. They did with high altitude, respected to them what they want with heart. Well, the high altitude thing, sure, but if they had Mexicans like outside their hotel all night, every night, like fireworks and all this kind of stuff, like just so much going on, man. And England were able to get over the line. And they were under so much pressure, man. So much pressure. So much pressure. Let's see if it's fixed the Spain situation. Oh, okay. I'll fix it later, because right now it's just every team that already has a red... Oh, chance here. Oh, Belgium nearly again. Put a red highlight over it. I'm never using ChatGPT again after this. I'm never doing it again. I'm being semi-facetious. England aren't playing brilliantly, minus the second half against Croatia, but they're winning. No more England talk from me till Saturday. I would say that Mexico were we have to look at it from a pre-red card standpoint. I would say that Mexico were the better team pre-red card. It's just that a 2-minute where they fell asleep for 2 minutes and Jude Bellingham scored a couple of goals. England looked great in that 2 minutes, but Mexico fell asleep. Outside of that, Mexico were actually the better team in that game, but they just completely fell asleep at the wheel. Completely fell asleep. But then England were the better team overall at the game. Like they had a red card and they still found a way to get a penalty there and scored that one. And I think England definitely. I think they did an amazing job. Amazing job under a lot of pressure. Whoever scores the first goal against Spain this tournament will be the man looking like only Messi or Haaland. Well, Argentina don't play them. I don't think they're on that side of the groups. I think whoever wins out of England and Norway, I think, plays Argentina or the other team, isn't it? That's going to be a free kick here to Belgium, yeah. Free kick to Belgium. And there should be a hydration break. Yep, it will be a hydration break here. It will be a hydration break. Oh my gosh. And then I've just... So I did that every team that has already a red X on it, put a red highlight on it. So what it's then done is gone and eliminate England. It's gone and eliminated France. It's gone and eliminated Norway. It's kept Spain in. It's brought Ivory Coast back in. It's got Egypt in and Morocco in. United States in. It's also brought back in Iran and Uruguay. Oh my gosh, it's an absolute shambles. But we do have a hydration break here. Thoughts on Brazil, Norway? Yes, they love it. I love it. Erling Haaland's great. Best striker in the world. Best striker in the world, Erling Haaland. Love it. Well, no, I realistically would say Harry Kane still is based on experience, but Erling Haaland, by the end of his career, my gosh, it's actually sickening. Yeah, about 45 seconds behind me, so hopefully no Muppet spoiling anything. Yeah, well, I'm going to turn off the VPN. I'm going to try and go across to, because I'm having to watch on SPS on the basis that the VIPbox.tv wasn't working before. So this might stop it for us. Is so far behind, bro. So far behind. Try this bad boy. Yeah, so that doesn't work now. Let's go over here. Live chat. Can you just confirm for me in the chat that we are still live, guys? Just confirm that we are still going. Yeah, VIP box is causing a few issues here today. Causing a few issues. Okay, we are, yeah. ChatGPT is going to take over our jobs. Yeah, right. Yeah, dude, no. Not with what I say. Not with what I see at all, mate. We are live, sweet. Alright, I'll see if I can go to a different... I'll see if I can go to a different one. Technical issue, session expired. What is it? What's another one? It is a hydration break right now. What is it? USA versus Belgium. Hold on. What's the other one? I know it's VIP. What's the other one? It's a completely different... Oh, is it Crack Streams, is it? Maybe if I go over there. I think Crack Streams is more for American sports and whatnot. Otherwise, I will just have to jump back onto the SBS. Haaland could be a great rugby union or league player too. No. Similar Connor says, there's no reason for any early celebration. Kudos to those who made it to the quarterfinal. Yeah, no, there's a long way to go here. There is a long way to go here. Let's see over here. All right, we'll try this bad boy. Yeah, VIP row, VIP league. I think they're all the same though, aren't they? Aren't they essentially all the same? Oh, but yeah, I know that Vietnam makes it difficult for it. Anyway, well, it's still 1-0. Belgium up the 1-0. The Belgians saying no to debatable integrity. Saying no to debatable integrity. I might just have to go back to the VPN, lads. I might just have to do it. Because for some reason it's just not going for me in terms of what it is. Hold on. Over here, we'll try it one last time. Otherwise, we'll jump back onto the VPN and use SBS. And if someone ruins it, it is what it is. This is the state, unfortunately. This is the state of watching football. Slightly delayed, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back onto it because at least we were able to watch the game. Here, we're not even able to... Me. Why is 110 playing at 4 a.m. my time? I made a great time. I think it's 11 p.m. for me tonight. 11 p.m. for me tonight. That's a fantastic time. Beautiful. I will be definitely live for Argentina taking on Egypt. Definitely live for that one. $28 minutes gone here. And that'll come out here for the USA. Belgium then get it back to the halfway point. 1 a.m. here in Queensland. Yes, it will be. No, it'll be 2 a.m. there in Queensland. No, you're 3 hours ahead of me. Argentina football. It's 11 p.m. for me, so that'd be 2 a.m. for you in Queensland. Because you're 3 hours ahead. Actually, it can't be a 2 a.m. Sydney, yeah. So, no, it's not 1, 2, or 3. It's 2 a.m. You are 3 hours ahead of Vietnam. I'm aware because I'm from Queensland, so I am Australian. I know what your time zone is. So Christian Pulisic with the ball here is definitely on at 2 a.m. your time. That's a free kick in a dangerous area here for the USA. A very dangerous area here for the USA. The Kuiper gives it away. Okay, no. So please stop spamming random times. I've told you it is 2 a.m. start for you. It is 1,000,000% 2 a.m. start. It's not an opinion. It is a 2 a.m. start in Queensland. It's not 2:30. It's not 1 a.m. It's not 3 a.m. It's 2 a.m. I don't know why you're even arguing it. Nate says go to Belgians. Well, they are up 1-0 right now, but the USA have a very, very dangerous free kick here right outside the edge of the box. I'm sure that a guy like Pulisic is going to be salivating at this one. They've got Anthony Robinson there. Pulisic is actually going to walk away from it. Oh, it's Balogan, is it? Wanker. It's not Balogan's fault. It's not. Like, I've got to get away from that. I've got to get away from thinking it's Balogan's fault. It's not Balogan's fault that this has been allowed. 30 minutes gone here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. 10:31 a.m. Sydney time. No, we're talking about the Argentina. Okay, let's move off the Argentina game. We're talking about the Argentina game tonight, man. And they take a shot. It's a goal. It's a goal for the USA. It's a goal for the USA. It's a goal for the USA. I don't know what keeping that was. Did that deflect off of the wall? Did that deflect off of the wall just now? I think that... What was that ball? That's a goal, 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 goal. What happened with that ball? Did that deflect off of the wall or something? I don't know what just happened, but it's a goal for the USA. 1-1. 1-1. I don't know how this goal ends up in the back of the net. I want to see how this ball goes. Yeah, it's headed away. Yeah, it is a deflection. It is a deflection off the wall. Malik Tillman puts it in. And then, he didn't need to move his... I guess, obviously, like, he doesn't need to move his head there. Moving your head there will typically create the deflection, but it is obviously just a natural movement. What was that goalkeeper? No, you can't blame the goalkeeper at all. You can't blame Couture at all. That was aiming towards the left side of the goal, and because the Belgian defence has headed it inside the wall, it's deflected, gone right. The keeper can't really do anything about that. Can't really do anything about that. There's nothing on Thibaut Courtois there. The ball is a massive deflection. Yeah, deflection makes that really hard. So, De Ketarere scored in the 9th minute, 31st minute for Tillman. And we've got a game here, folks. We have got a game. We've got a game. Jeez, this World Cup has had some brilliant games, though, hasn't it? This World Cup has had some amazing games. That'll be Belgian ball inside the attacking half. They've got a little bit of space here. The USA playing pretty deep at the moment. They're really standing off the ball. Out to this left wing. And they whip it in. Trossard! It's a goal for Belgium. It's 2-1. What a ball from Trossard. What a ball from Trossard, bro. What a ball from Leandro Trossard. It's 2-1 Belgium. What a ball. What a game this is. What a game this is. Leandro Trossard has put a beautiful ball in. And it was just 1-1. And now, De Ketarere has a double. And it is 2-1 Belgium. Welcome to football, folks. If this is your first World Cup, this is such it is such an unrealistic expectation of what you're going to see on a domestic week to week. But like, there is so many just crazy games right now, man. How good is it? 2-1. De Ketarere will put them back into the league immediately. Lead immediately after. Say no to corruption, folks. Say no to corruption. Gee whiz. And Pochettino has just whacked the water bottles over. What a ball from Leandro Trossard. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy right now. Brilliant ball from Leandro Trossard to Ketarere. He's had two fantastic opportunities right in the middle, and he's put them both away. What a crazy couple of first halves we've seen these last couple of days. First half, Mexico-England was crazy. First half here is crazy. There's still a chance here for a 2-2. America whip the ball in, and Belgium will be able to get this ball away. Trossard is having a great tournament. Yeah, Leandro Trossard's had a great season. He was great for Arsenal this year, and that's a free kick. He's having a great season for Arsenal, and obviously he's having a great season here for the Belgium team. What is this shit I heard? Trump and a red card or something? Yellow card here for McKenny. Don't worry, because Trump will give him a call and remove that yellow card anyway. So Nate's, is asking about that, the Trump situation. So basically, I know you're not massive into the whole football, so I'll talk like really about the simple stuff. Not like an insult to you. I'm just saying to make it a lot easier to understand. When you get a red card in the FIFA World Cup, you have an automatic suspension for the next game, right? So your next game, under no circumstance, there's no appeal process. Under the next game, you cannot play in. So following Balogun, he got a red card against Bosnia and Herzegovina, right? And they ended up winning that game 2-0. He had a red card. Now, it's come out that Trump's made a call to FIFA, and FIFA have decided to not rescind the red card, so they're not, which they can't do anyway. They can't take away the red card because there's no appeal process, there's no changing process like that. But they haven't taken away the red card. They're just delaying the suspension for post-World Cup, right? So that means that the first game that USA play outside of the World Cup, you'll see Balogun not play it. So he's playing here today, despite the fact that he got red card in the last game. That doesn't ever happen. So that's why most of the world right now supporting Belgium, and a lot of Americans will be like, oh, well, you're going to support against us anyway. I wouldn't have necessarily, like, I would have just enjoyed the game. But it's the integrity of the game has been just absolutely smashed by Infantino, who we've all known that FIFA has been corrupt for a long time, for a long, long time. But this is the most blatant example of it. The most blatant example of it. So, yeah, Balogun's playing here today, Nath. All right, so that'll be USA throwing in their own defensive half. USA throwing in their own defensive half. Wasn't there something like that in the NRL? Like you could serve your suspension in the preseason or something? Yeah, well, to put it into comparison with the NRL, yeah, you would say it's like, wasn't there an incident in 2019 or 2018 grand final or something? There was like a Billy Slater incident where he was able to play, or I can't remember. Or was it 2020? Shit. Anyway, long story short, yeah, it's like when a player gets suspended gets a suspension in the prelim and then still is allowed to play the grand final because they're able to delay their suspension for the next year. So it's a little bit patchy, but nothing too bad. All right, so Tim Ream with the ball. USA. Now Belgium steal the ball in the midfield. Luca Pacquiao is having a pretty solid game so far. Down that right wing. Back to Luca Pacquiao. And now they'll get it across. Belgium have been all over him besides that free kick goal. And now Belgium will have some space in the middle. Good pressure here from the USA, though. And then they get the ball well across here for some great space for the Belgium. Great space for the Belgians here. Luca Pacquiao. He's got the Catalara up front. Yeah, so anyway, you've also Belgium came out and asked FIFA for an explanation, essentially, and said, like, what's the go here? Like, we're going to consider all options because legality speaking, this is ridiculous. 1 second, there'll be a corner here for Belgium. A corner for Belgium, but they came out and asked for an explanation. FIFA essentially ghosted them. They ghosted the international team that is playing them in this game, which tells you just how dog shit this situation is. And I promise you, if there is a controversial situation where Balogun scores today and they win, this you won't hear the end of this for years. You won't hear the end of it for years. 38 minutes gone, 2-1 Belgium. They got a corner as well. And it's wide. Oh, nice work there to get down from Matt Freese. And now America are going to try and go quickly here, but Belgium steal the ball in the middle. Great work there from Belgium in the middle to prevent a counter. And Belgium get the ball. 2-1. And they start all the way again back at the back line. I would nearly want Balogun to score here just because I'd like to see if UEFA would stand together. If the European nations did stand together, that'd be super interesting, bro. That'd be really interesting to see. So 40 minutes gone here. 2-1 Belgium. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new here. Belgium 2-1. We'll be live again for Argentina versus Egypt later on today. And they now whip this ball across defensively. And that's going to go inside the box here for the Americans. Balogun, please, someone get away from him. Yep, they'll go for a throw-in for America. Good defense. I do wonder how he's feeling, though. Like, at the end of the day, it isn't his fault. It's not Balogun's fault. It is Giovanni Infantino's fault. It's not even Trump's fault. Like, it's actually just straight up FIFA and Infantino's fault for this whole situation. Pulisic with the ball. And this is going to come away for Belgium. This is going to come away for Belgium now. In the middle. And they'll take it back to the defense. They take it back to the defense. USA acting like a kid going to the principal for a small inconvenience. Well, it's not like it's a small inconvenience. Like, Balogun is a very, very important part of their team in an important World Cup. But I get what you're saying. But it's not even USA. Like, it was Trump. But it's like, it's not Trump's fault, because like he should be able to call Infantino all he wants, but Infantino should basically say, no, that's not what we're going to be doing, because we can't do that. So it's nobody's fault besides Infantino. Belgium with the ball. Just slowing down play a little bit here at the 41st minute. Getting a bit of possession behind it. Team America were tied up for about maybe a minute. That's a free kick. And this is a dangerous area as well for Belgium. Not a direct free kick goal scoring opportunity, but it's a dangerous area for Belgium to whip this bad boy in. Yeah, Van Aken. Yeah, that was Leandro Trossard again, by the way, with that little flick in behind to try and sneak it underneath of Matt Freese. Leandro Trossard is having an amazing tournament, an amazing year. Again, without that goal against West Ham, you know, the whole title race would have been so different as well for Arsenal. Belgium looks so different without De Bruyne, but they do. They look so different without him. Oh, that should have been... That was a free header in the middle of the box. That should have been a goal for Luca Bacchio. To Kuiper with a fantastic whip in there from the free kick. It's a free header in the box. There was 3 Belgian players that could have done something with that. That's poor defense there from the Americans. That is really, really poor defense from the Americans. There was way too much opportunity there. And Belgium will get this ball back again. Oh, wow. Belgium asleep at the wheel. They have allowed USA to steal this ball back, and luckily they'll go for a throw-in. Oh, Luca Bacchio should have been putting that into the back of the net for a 3-1 lead. Well, we did call there should be goals in this game, and there definitely has been goals, and there's probably still plenty of goals in this game at the moment. Boring too when Portugal's out. What? Not at all. What does Portugal have to do with anything? Portugal have not been an exciting team at all this World Cup so far. They should have been a lot better, but unfortunately they've just got too many overheads that have gone into this World Cup. But yeah, Portugal definitely have not been exciting this World Cup, considering who their team is as well. Right, so to be honest, I don't even think Trump cares about this. Like, it could be someone in Trump's circle or something who cares. Trump is just the caller. Sure, again, I'm not going down a political path here. This is just what the news, the facts that we have are that Trump made the call. The thing is that, yeah, look, it doesn't even have to be 1 second. They can prevent a corner and they'll be a throw-in. It doesn't have to be. It's not about Trump. It's not about Balogun. It's about Infantino, because Infantino and Sepp Blatter, like, my gosh, why can't we ever just get a genuinely fair leadership at FIFA? You know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't have anything to do with who made the call or who, because, like, again, whoever's questioning this, it really has nothing to do with anyone except for Infantino, who's made the decision. He's the only one who can make the decision. Yeah, that Portugal-Spain game was a snooze fest. Yeah, 91st winner, 91st minute winner for Spain. Belgium best players on the bench, and look at the difference. Portugal could learn something. Yeah, well, some of the biggest names are on the bench. Yeah, for sure. And that's going to come in the box. Wow, I thought Balogun was going to score there. It's going to be a corner. I thought Balogun was about to score then. What will piss me off, however, is if Balogun scores and then he shushes the camera. Like, if he does like this to the camera, that's a problem. Because then that shows to me that he has no understanding of his situation in regards to why people have this viewpoint. I don't care if you celebrate, but don't shush as if like everybody else is wrong. Oh, it's been changed to a goal kick. It's changed to a goal kick here for the Belgium. You might notice I keep saying the Belgium. It's because my brain keeps going to say the Belgians, and then I come to Belgium. So that's why it just goes the Belgium. It just happens. There will be a goal kick. He definitely will silence the camera. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to want that. Like, that'll be the whole footballing community against him. Like, he won't want that, surely. Especially if he loses too. Like, he'll get absolutely obliterated online. And he shouldn't... If he does that, he involves himself in the situation. Like, he involves himself. Even though he's the one involved, he involves himself in the critique of the situation. Which I don't think you want. I don't think you want. Especially if you lose. So 45 minutes gone, or 46 minutes gone. 6 minutes added on here, so 5 minutes left. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. 2-1 Belgium. The keeper. Oh, to Catarara, good ball. That was nice work there. Tekoipa has been really good for Belgium in this tournament. Still their ball. Still their ball. Nice work. And that will come away. It's actually going to stay in the field of play. Oh! Unless it's off his hand, maybe. Could you imagine if the game ended 1-0, USA winning and Balogun was the only goal? Or like you said, he has the decided goal and a draw? Like I said, I think that the European nations would stand together and would see legal proceedings for the next year. And you see a lot of all the European nations stand together. That's a free kick. Oh, he's not going to call a free kick? That should have been a free kick to the USA. I don't think he got the ball there. I don't think he got the ball there, but they didn't call it. And now Belgium will go down this right wing. Look at Bakio. Look at Bakio just moving it nicely down that right wing. And now they'll slow it down and just gain the possession here for this last little bit. Push it out to the right wing. They've got players in the box here. They'll come out the back for Leandro Trossard. Trossard on this left wing. And corner. Well done. Well done. Well done. Oh, okay. This is actually going to be a goal kick here, is it? No, I think he has called this as a corner. We'll just have to see if they change it. Oh, this might actually be a goal kick here. No, they did say keep it with a corner. Chance! Ooh, was that touched by... No, it wasn't. It was a goal kick. My score prediction was a high score. I said similar to England-Mexico yesterday, so I'll go with the 3-2. But I did say essentially England-Mexico. I don't think I gave an actual score prediction, but both teams can concede goals. Both teams can score goals. Belgium are the better defensive side, typically. That's a free kick here in the Americans, yeah. I'll go 3-2. 3-2. So 2 minutes to go here of added time here in the first half. Exciting first half, though. 11 attempts here in the first. Oh, Balogun. No. What the hell is Courtois doing there? He's going to block it, and it's going to get away over the sideline for a throw-in for the Americans. But why did Courtois not grab this ball? Why is Courtois not grab the ball there? Yeah, it's been a fun half, Sean. It has been a good half. Two minutes left here. And they'll push this one through the middle here, the Americans. Here's a chance. No, Belgium, good work to clear that one. They're probably going to get the last opportunity with the ball here. Look at Bakio. Get some pace into it down this right wing. Yeah, he's going to back himself in and then get ball back in the middle. If you can see it here, America, it could help you getting back in from 3-1. There's only a minute 20 to go. He's going to hold out for that. And they'll whip that ball all the way across to Leandro Trossard. Too high and goes over the sideline for a throw-in. So 1 minute left here. I'm sure this is just going to be how it stays. And Tim Ream. Fast approaching as the halftime team talks. I don't think anything's going to happen in this next 30 seconds. But if there's a goal in this next 30 seconds, that will be dramatic. I think if anyone scored in this next 30 seconds, they just win. If it goes 3-1 or if it goes 2-2, whoever scores it probably goes on to win. Because Belgium deserved to be in the lead in this first half. Oh, nutmeg. Nutmeg. USA. Balogan. And blocked away for a corner. So they'll get one last chance here, America. They'll get one last chance here. Belgium do deserve to be in the lead here at halftime, but like if America score here, the USA probably would go on and win this game, in my opinion. But then again, they are going to bring on guys like De Bruyne. They're going to bring on Jeremy Doku. They probably will bring on Lukaku. Like Belgium have a lot of their disposal on that bench. Such a beautiful stadium, Seattle. I love that stadium. Pulisic puts it in straight to the keeper, Courtois, and that, my friends, is halftime. Halftime, 2-1 Belgium. Well, what a half that was. It was end to end. It was exciting, and we will see Belgium be the leaders. But this game is well and truly still on. Now, the Americans haven't scored via open play. They haven't scored via open play, whilst Belgium have scored both of their goals through open play. It was a great free kick from Tillman, but like at the end of the day, it wasn't even amazing. It was just that Belgium headed the ball for a deflection. Hans Van Aken headed the ball for a deflection, and it went into the goal. But the two goals from the Catalera was nice, and Leandro Trossard has been really, really quality here today. De Kuyper has been really, really quality here today, and it probably is going to just go down to the wire here. But at the end of the day, the Belgian team does definitely deserve to be the ones leading as we currently speak. But like, look at the guys they've got on their bench here. They've got Zabast, who actually scored in that previous game in the friendly against USA when they won 5-2. Zenon Zabast. They've got Thomas Meunier, who if they need defensive unit, they can put him in. He can obviously also put some attack in alongside his defense. Axel Witsel is good. Kevin De Bruyne obviously is amazing. They've got Lukaku, they've got Jeremy Doku, they've got Salamakers. Like, they've got a good team here. They've got a good team. I wish I was still there. 11 shots, 5 on target, for, whilst America has 3 total for 1 on target, plus also the 3 off target there for Belgium and 2 off target for USA. Inside the penalty area, 7 to 4 on the outside of Belgium. Crazy. Like, they're really dominating in terms of attack here in this game. Really dominating in terms of attack here. By the way, the last 3 games, USA actually beat Belgium. Oh, it was back in 1930. Okay. In Montevideo. Okay. Oh, okay. That was in the World Cup in 1930. So the USA beat Belgium 3-0 back in 1930. But in 2014, Belgium won 2-1. And then, obviously, that was the round of 16 as well. They knocked him out in 2014. And then in 2026, in a friendly, he won 5-2 over the USA. So they've only played each other 3 times in history. 3 times in all of history. But it's shaping up to be a good one right now. Now I'm going to see, whilst it's halftime, I'm going to see if I can try and get this other World Cup stream working, moving and grooving. Moving and damn well grooving. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, glitched out. Yeah, it's because the VPN, bro. I hate being on the VPN because it just does screw up a lot. It does. it screws up a lot. Like, I can at least watch the game over there, but it just, yeah, unfortunately does screw up a lot there. So I've actually turned it off for the time being. I see on YouTube a ton of Aussies in American Walmart chanting, "We're getting deported." Yeah, we're getting deported. Is that what they were saying? I think that's what they were saying, wasn't it? I think that's what they were saying. I'm going to try over here. Try this one. It's half time, so I've got plenty of opportunities to try and find it. Belgium looking better today. Look, Belgium definitely looking better. They've looked better since, like, obviously the 85th minute of that Senegal game, but they've also looked good in that New Zealand game. I know it was against New Zealand, but 5-1 was a good result for them, and then coming back to win against Senegal. Senegal are a cheeky team. They're nothing amazing, but they're a spicy team. I think USA would have beaten Senegal today, but Belgium have come in with the right attitude. Yeah. Justin Sutter says, "Yeah, we're singing that when I was there as well." Zeke says, "Anyone know the reason for KDB not starting?" They just obviously went with they've just obviously gone with a different lineup, man. They've just gone with a different, tactical decision. Jeremy Doku isn't playing here as well, so it's not just no De Bruyne, it's no Doku, and they've decided against Lukaku for pretty much the entirety of the tournament so far. It's football at the end of the day. They're obviously going to bring him on a little bit later on to get some good work going in, but 1 second. Let's do that. So yeah, it's just a tactical decision, mate. That is what it is. That's what happens. I'm just trying to get a different streaming service up so I can watch this elsewhere, so that I'm not using the VPN. Because if I use the VPN, then it has like problems with our stream, and I just hate that. So I'm just trying, while it's half time here, trying to find something else that I can use. But it's not easy, champion. It's not easy. Takes ages to get it to. But no, Belgium definitely looked like the better team here today. But can they go on with it? Long way to go here. Thought so. Just missed the build up to the match, hoping it wasn't injury related. No, they're both on the bench. Docs and De Bruyne are both on the bench. Oh, you know what I can do? It'll be in Vietnamese commentary, but I can actually watch it for free in Vietnam, but it'll be their Vietnamese. Yeah, VTV. VTV. There we go. If I go here, I know that it'll let me watch it, even though everything is in... everything is in Vietnamese. It's so difficult. Video. Online TV. There we go. Okay, now show me where the actual game is. So difficult. VTV. We've got USA versus Belgium. If I do that, VTV 3. Okay. It's so difficult doing this whilst I'm live and trying to continue the conversation going. But go and grab yourself a coffee, guys. Go grab yourself a drink. There's still a whole second half to go here. VTV 3. We'll try that. I can send you a link if you want for English commentary one. Yeah, well, can you do it on Instagram? Can you send links on Instagram? Can you send links on Instagram? I don't even know if you can. Go Belgium, USA out from San Diego, California, Lewis says. Long way to go here, man. Still 45 minutes to go here. Still 45 minutes to go. So don't get too ahead of yourself just this yet. Just quite yet. USA vs Belgium live. Oh, I'm probably just going to have to put the thing on and just watch it on SBS. I'm not going to be saying that, Sundo. I know exactly what you've just said. Just wait for the second half to get started again. Hope it's the weather. It must be so hot in there in the stadium. It doesn't look that doesn't look that hot, but let me see. Seattle weather. 26 degrees. It's not too bad. Humidity 39%. No, it won't be too bad there. Won't be too bad there at all. But I'm really looking forward to seeing when Kevin De Bruyne comes on here, because his creativity in this game, I do think that he'll be able to really open this game up even further than it already has been. Any idea how Belgium will use their subs? Doku against tired legs could be a cook fest. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly the tactics. That is exactly the tactics. And Boy Sports says, how are you going today? Brother, I just answered your question. I said I'm all right. What? I just answered your question, man. I literally just answered the question that you've already asked me. But to get that later, can you get a hat trick? Did my link come up in chat? No, links don't get put up in chat because otherwise you just get those spammers, the spammers who come in and either self-promote or they those ones that are like, oh, come to this link and watch the football. And it's just like a place that they're going to scam your card details. That's why we have links off in the chat. Seeing the Mexican fans threw beer at Harry Kane when he scored that penalty. Yeah, look, I've seen a lot of stuff from Mexico, which is kind of... I've seen a lot of Mexican fans, unfortunately, get a little bit too wild in terms of the old football. So that's why a lot of people were supporting against Mexico in that game and in this World Cup. I know the Ecuadorians were very happy yesterday, and English fans were having their lives threatened inside the stadium, and there was beer being thrown at Harry Kane, and there was beer being thrown at fans, and it was just an absolute nightmare. So whilst I have I would have liked to have seen the passion from Mexico continue, at the end of the day, it wasn't spectacular. If you type in Stream East, it'll be the second one on Google. Oh, okay, true. We'll try it. Stream East. Stream East. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's got it doesn't have football here though. Where's the? Oh, there's soccer. There is soccer right there. USA versus Belgium. We'll try this. We'll try this bad boy. All right, watch. Do you see the news story of the country? 1 second. Let me just sort this out quickly. Do you see the news story of a country that for a World Cup match put up gameplay from an FC game instead of the actual match? I did see that on Instagram, yeah. Yeah, I think I even I reshared that. I think I did do the reshare of that one. That's so funny, man. Like, are you seriously getting people to come buy all their beers, enjoy lunch, all this other stuff, wait for the game start, and then they put on like FIFA? Better be damn well quick. Jeez, my throat is really feeling it. By the way, in literally 8 days' time, I'm going to be in Kazakhstan. What a random damn well country to be in. But I'll be there. But I will be there. In Kazakhstan, of all places, Almaty. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll be 2 seconds. Right, we're back. We're back. Come on now. Come on. Good second half coming up. Come on. Good second half coming up. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to fire up here for. If you are just fresh to the channel and fresh to this stream, Spain are not eliminated. It's just that this has unfortunately been done incorrectly from the old ChatGPT, as you would be aware. Spain have not been eliminated. They actually beat Portugal 1-0 this morning. Belgium looked good. Why is De Bruyne not playing? I'm assuming injury? Nope, they're just looking to probably bring him on in the second half. He's fine. It's just different tactics. So I'm sure he'll come on in the second half, and him and Doku on tired legs is going to be an absolute troublesome 45 minutes for the USA if Docs comes on and gets the speed into this game. USA right now fighting for their lives. Whoever loses this one is out. Whoever wins it, I believe, will be playing against Spain. I'll just Google this. Who will Spain play in quarter finals? Spain will play either United States or Belgium. Yep. In the United States, either the United States or Belgium. So whoever wins this game will play against Spain. Prime De Bruyne or Prime Hazard for you? De Bruyne, easy. Easy for me. Easy. Hazard was great, but I think De Bruyne is the best, one of the best midfielders, if not the best midfielder of all time in the Premier League. But they're out walking out of the field here. They are walking out onto the field. It is the Americans and the Belgians back out, ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll here. Norway versus England could be the most hyped quarterfinal so far. Norway-England should be great. Yeah, look, I think that England should be beating Norway, but also, like, Erling Haaland is going up against his fellow... He could have played for England. Like, Erling Haaland was actually eligible to play for England, but he chose Norway, obviously. And he plays in England at Manchester City. It's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to it because Antonio Nunes has been great. Haaland was great. Haaland is great as well. Overall, this game is going to be big time. When's that? Is that on Friday or Saturday? Can Egypt knock out Argentina? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We'll be live for Argentina versus Egypt tonight. That'll be on Sunday. On Sunday is when we will get... So Thursday, there's no footballing action. But on Friday, for me, Friday morning, we got France versus Morocco. And Saturday is Spain versus USA or Belgium. Then Sunday is Norway versus England. And also Sunday is Colombia versus Switzerland and Argentina or Egypt. He was born in England, Leeds. Yeah, he was. So he was eligible for England, but he chose to play for Norway. All right, substitution here. Dest will come off for the Americans. They're going to try to go more attacking, and Reina comes on. Giovanni Reina will come on for Sergiño Dest, and the Americans looking to attack. And here we go. A big second half coming up here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Let's fire it up. Big one. Big one, and the Americans will just kick it away to start off the second half. Fair enough. And Belgium will get this ball defensive half. I wonder if the Belgian team is going to continue to attack as heavy as they did in that first half, because 11 shots is crazy stuff. Twicken says, who would win in a soccer match, Queensland or Blues? Queensland, mate. Queensland there, champion. So throw in here for Belgium. Are they doing the Viking clap? Who's doing... Oh, the USA are doing a USA thing with a clap in between it. Okay. You didn't want to get your own thing there? Belgium. It's actually really loud, though. This is actually great to hear. The USA clap. I actually don't mind it, though, to be fair, because you do have USA in between. Like, it is something relatively new, but still using something that another country is obviously famous for. I don't mind it. People might critique it for stealing from somebody else, but all chants are essentially stolen from, or most chants are essentially stolen from other places, other teams, other countries. And that's going to come away here. Will come away for USA on the throw-in. Did they do that chant when you were there against them Sunday? Was it Seattle that we played America? I think it was, wasn't it? We played America again in Seattle? US stealing it from Canberra. No, that is incorrect. Canberra stole it from Iceland. Iceland. Or not Iceland. Who was the team again? I forgot. Poland, maybe. Might have been Poland. No. It's the Viking. Who was it? It was Iceland or Norway or someone. The start of each half, yeah. I remember Michael Ernst from Sharks mocking the Viking clap. That was funny. It's funny because a lot of Australians... Oh, that's going to be stolen back here for Belgium. Dangerous area, but Belgium will get this ball back. Oh, are you sure it was Norway who started the Viking clap? I know they've got the road. Are you sure who started the... Which team started the Viking clap? It was the Iceland. I was right. It was Iceland. Was right. That's right. We're having a conversation about the Poznan the other day, and the Poznan is Polish. The Viking clap was not started by Norway. No, they got the row. And no, it was Iceland. What are your thoughts on the Spain-Portugal game? Snooze fest, but Spain obviously get through in the end, and that was completely understandable. All right, so they'll whip this ball inside, head it up there. Get it away, Belgium. They do get it away. The USA still with the ball in the attacking area. Norway with a row, yeah. Who are you rooting for in the World Cup since Australia is out? Honestly, I'm not rooting specifically for anyone, but I would definitely... I'd say Norway for Erling Haaland. I would love to see Norway go far. I don't think they will, but I think they've been very good in this tournament. Don't mind England. Don't want Egypt to do anything. Don't think they will either. This integrity situation means that I will refuse to get behind America. Didn't mind America beforehand, but the integrity of this game, we can't do it. I would like to see somebody different, not Argentina. I would like to see somebody different who hasn't had it for a long time, but it's probably just going to come down to between France and Argentina, so it's just expected there. Colombia. Oh, Belgium. No, goes to Matt Freese. Colombia, it's like, yeah, that'd be cool, but they're not going to be doing it. Why do you want France? France won the World Cup in 2018. They were in the World Cup final in 2022. Why do you want France? Even though they probably go and do it. Tim Ream down to this left wing. 50 minutes gone here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. Still 2-1 here to the Belgium. 49-39, 49-40, 49-41, 49-42, 49-43. So America, they are starting off the second half the better so far, but Belgium will get this ball defensively. That was a risk, but they'll get this ball back. $50 minutes gone. So it's interesting here. Like Belgium, they're not really looking to attack right now. You're only up 2-1 as we speak. But they're not really looking to attack. That's a good ball down this right wing for Luca Bacchio. Can he get the ball in? He can. Luca Bacchio down this right wing. Whips it in. That's a corner. Well, they're not really looking to attack, but hit on the counter, and that was a good counter. Corner coming up here for Belgium. Corner coming up. A third goal here. I just don't know if I could see the USA coming back from it. Like, technically they could. 2 goals is significant, but also can be taken over pretty quickly, as we saw yesterday with England and Mexico. But I just don't know. A third goal could really kill this off. I would still fancy a second goal for USA, though. Tielemans inside. Headed away. Back to Belgium. And back inside. That should be Freese, and Freese does grab it. Too easy there for Freese. There's not too many options forward. You know why? Because Belgium have gone into a negative mindset here in the second half. They have. Look at them. You need to keep playing your style of football. You can't just expect to win this game 2-1. You can't just play defensively, especially against an American side that does have the attack. They don't have the defense, but they do have the attack. So I don't fully comprehend the tactics here from Belgium in the second half to take more of a regression. I think I would have probably encouraged it around that 70th minute or so. That's a great challenge there by Belgium. USA will get this ball back around the halfway point. USA fans are booing that one. I thought that was a really good challenge. Pulisic is still down here. By the way, if we see a red card in this game that is similar to the previous one of Logan, that would be insanity, by the way. So does he get there? It's like he's kicked the back of the foot of... He's kicked his back of the foot. Like, what are you going down this dramatically for? You've kicked Yuri Tielemans. You've kicked his leg. It's not a red card again. Portasic has kicked Yuri Tielemans back of his leg. So America's ball at the halfway point. Obviously, they didn't call a free kick there because it wasn't a free kick. He's kicked the back of his legs. And USA pass this ball around the back. Attempts at goal to Catalaro 4, Castagna 2, Trossard 2. I'd love to see Trossard get a goal in today. And they'll head that one away in America. Weston McKennie, good defense. Good defense, Belgium. They clear this one down this wing. I think if this game was to go to like an extra time, you probably would see a USA win. But again, they do have the speed on the bench here. The Belgium do have the speed on the bench here to kind of circumnavigate that. They'll go over for a goal kick. I just really want to see De Bruyne. I really want to see him come on. I just don't know if they're going to do that because they're up 2-1. I don't know if they will. I could only see De Bruyne coming on here if USA scored a goal and made it 2-2. Chad says, let's go Belgium. Yeah, pretty much everyone's saying the same thing. Garrett says, England versus the Yanks final, let's go. Absolutely not. The integrity of the game is far more important than that. All right, 54 minutes gone here. Who has to beat France to get into the final too, mind you? I think France is on this side of the groups. I'm pretty certain, like, there's absolutely 0% chance. 0% chance the USA would beat France, but is there anyone on this? I don't think Belgium could beat France. I definitely don't see Colombia or Switzerland beating France. I just can't see them beating France at the moment. And that's going to be a goal kick for the Belgians. Spain, maybe. Spain, I guess, can beat France, but they've been underwhelming in this tournament. Get Infantino off this screen. This corrupt man. Get him off the screen. We do not care about that bald, corrupt man. Garrett says, yeah, sure, USA deserve to get smacked. The issue is that the USA don't deserve to get smacked. Infantino deserves to have an investigation into him. It's not the USA's fault. It is Infantino's fault. And that's what really grinds me, because I'm not here to hate on America. I'm here to hate on Infantino, because people will correlate and say it's USA's fault. It's actually not Balogan's fault. It's actually not Trump's fault. It's not America's fault. It is the corrupt man at the top, Infantino at the top of FIFA, and he needs an investigation into him, just like Sepp Blatter. These guys are always corrupt, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why we can't ever get a genuine president of FIFA that is a fair and genuine person that is not just there to get little handouts from the American government or whatever, the Qatari government, or, you know, whoever it may be. No, it's not Trump. You can't blame Trump for making a call. Like, it's not Trump's fault. Like, you can be annoyed that Trump did that, but at the end of the day, Infantino should have said no to him. It's Infantino's fault. Trump actually has nothing to do with it, in the sense that, like, it's the same equivalent of anybody calling Infantino and saying, I want you to do this. Infantino has the responsibility to say no. He is the president. He has to say no, but he didn't, because I'm sure he would have gotten a nice little under the. Oh, here we go, Belgium. Oh, Matt Freese will come out for it, and he'll get. Oh! What's he doing? What's he doing? Belgium will score. Matt Freese, what the fuck are you doing? What is Matt Freese doing? It's 3-1 Belgium. What is Matt Freese doing? What's he doing? What is Matt Freese doing, bro? What is Freese doing? That is astounding. He gets the ball there, banging away there. What have you stopped for? You knew that a Belgian player, De Ketelaere, was there. You had to push the ball away from him, so you know that he's stopped and then he's coming back for the ball. Why have you stopped, allowed the ball to just slowly kind of stick with you? And then De Ketelaere is going to be able to put the pressure on him. And it's an absolute gift here for Belgium. I don't understand what your thoughts are there. Hans van Aken, who actually was the one who unfortunately gave up that goal to Malik Tillman before. Hans van Aken scored a goal. It's an absolute gift. What is the goalie doing? What's the goalie doing? Terminok says he's anti-Trump. Who's anti-Trump? Hans van Aken scored, JJ. Hans van Aken scored. Pulisic will come off. Berhalter will come on. Pulisic comes off and Berhalter comes on. Well, like, it's not game over now, but it's very tough to see Americans coming back from this. Very tough to see them come back from this. I'm sure we're not going to see Doku and De Bruyne come on now. I'm sure that they'll probably play against Spain if they get through here, but I don't think you'll be seeing them come on now. Oh, goalie taking a stand against the Empire. Okay. Fair enough. Can we sub Baloganov? That'd be a good start. But this is exactly, when you look at the form of the USA, they beat out on teams below them. They beat out on teams that are on a relatively equal range to them, but still below. But when they play a team that is better than them on the rankings, they never seem to win. You look at the likes of when they lost to Belgium, they lost to Portugal, they lost to all the teams that are above them, but they beat all the teams that were below them. The USA team is better than teams below them, but they're not better than the teams above them, and this is where a lot of people have been confused. I'll be surprised if it's USA defenses. Yeah, look, but this is the problem that we saw before the World Cup. The World Cup is just a culmination of us knowing over a while now that the Americans' defense was very susceptible. And that's what pissed us off more so about Tony Popovich and his game plan, because the Americans, Belgium, De Ketelaere for a hat-trick? No. Tim Ream gets it back to the keeper, and Matt Freese boots it away. They didn't cheat. AFL legend Infantino cheated. Belgium levels above USA. Yeah, correct. 60 minutes gone here. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'm not hate watching this like other people are, but I will hate watch Argentina region tonight. Trump only did what any fan would do. Well, that's just not an excuse, though, is it? Again, I'm not blaming Trump, but he's not just any fan. He's the president of the United States of America. That's a horrible line to draw. Wait, what? Again, I'm not blaming Trump. I'm blaming solely Infantino for this situation. But that's horrific. What do you mean? Trump only did what any fan would do? Well, yeah, but I'm a fan of the game. I don't have the ability to call up Infantino in a World Cup that is hosted by my nation. So let's just assume you are the president of the country that is the home nation, and you're comparing that to any fan? Come on, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Sean White says Belgium levels above USA. Papa can get sacked as Aussie coach. Harold says Belgium, the country who always underperforms at World Cups. Yes, or am I thinking someone else? No, Belgium is the perennial underperformer. Belgium away here. Belgium away here. Belgium away here. This could be it if they make it 4-1. It's it. It's it. If they make it 4-1, Leandro Trossard. Blocked away corner. Corner. Rice says, I would never want Australia to win through bullshit. Why would you? You would want your team to win on their hard work. This is why we are the only country that ever came down hard on the Steve Smith situation. everybody else around the world obviously did their fair dues in terms of having a crack at us, but we held ourselves accountable with Steve Smith, and we didn't like that we tried to win via cheating against South Africa in the cricket, right? But every other nation has cheated and never held themselves accountable. India and Pakistan should never be even uttering any words in regards to the Steve Smith situation with all their previous stuff, but they do because they don't need to hold themselves accountable. A lot of their fans don't even understand of the match-fixing scandal that India has gone through in the past. They don't even know it. When I was in India, they didn't even know about Sachin Tendulkar and all these match-fixing scandals because their country doesn't hold them accountable and they sweep it under the rug. Whilst Australians, we want a fair game. We want a fair performance. Oh, 1 second, there's an injury for Belgium, but they're going to play this through here regardless. USA, that should go out for a goal kick. It will go out for a goal kick. We want a fair game, bro, and that's why we were so disappointed and heartbroken by what Steve Smith and David Warner and the likes did. You never want to win to provide excuses. Because if America won this game and Balogan scored, nobody would ever give them the fair dues that they ultimately should have deserved. You know, if they win this game, they should be given so many raps for the progression of American football, but they will never get those raps because of the situation it is, taking the integrity out of the game. Yeah, but we just take the piss out of you now, were we, for the underarm incident? Like, at the end of the day, everyone knows that that's just stupid, right? But we just take the piss out of you guys because we can. But there's nobody who genuinely believes that was a good thing to do. The underarm ball incident. Also, that was 40 years ago, bro. Get a grip. I think it might have even been longer than 40 years ago. How long ago was that now? You can remember it all you like. The other day we won. But no, like, nobody's actually arguing. No one actually truly believes that was the right thing to do. But, mind you, that's not cheating. That is just an extremely debatable and controversial negative way to skirt and circumnavigate the rules. So a very different scenario. That's not cheating, but it's a very, very, very disgraceful way of winning, which, again, nobody defends. This is a corner here for the USA. Oh, Lukaku and Doku are coming on. They're going more attacking here, Belgium. They're going more attacking. So 45 years ago, I said. Belgium are bringing on Lukaku and Doku. Wow. I mean, if it was allowed at the time, you take it. Exactly. That's why this is a whole different scenario. That was legally allowed. They've changed it now. 1 second, USA with the ball in. Headed up, and that will go out for a goal kick. Goal kick. Belgium want to ice the game. Yeah, well, if they get another goal, they'll ice it. Yeah. That's why it's very, very different. We're talking about a controversial situation that I don't agree with, and I don't think many people do agree with how they did do it. But also, it's not cheating. Very, very different situation. Can't really be upset for events I wasn't even alive for. I was alive for Steve Smith, yeah? Sure, yes and no. Yes and no. All right, so Belgium in the attack. Look, Bakio. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? 24 minutes to go here. De Ketelaere probably should come out here. I think De Ketelaere probably is coming out for Lukaku. They're still waiting to make these changes. Yeah, Jeremy Doku. I'm telling you, USA right now would be absolutely shitting themselves. They would be shitting themselves knowing that Jeremy Doku is about to come on this field with his pace because they're tired as it is. So Lukaku is about to come on here for Luka Bakio. He will come on, and I'm sure that De Ketelaere will probably come off here for Doku. Yeah. He wasn't too happy about it, but he will depart. He would depart. And the thing with the underarm, the captain told the bowler not to do it, and he didn't listen. I said, right. Fair enough. Yeah, so a bit of it, you can respect surely the fact that this is a very different conversation, were we? The context of that one is very different to what we're talking about over there. Because if you look at the word cheating, it wouldn't be classed as that, regardless of emotional beliefs. 23 minutes to go here of the game. Sean Smith says, I couldn't live knowing that I chose the easy way. He should have listened to his teammates and not his captain. Anyway, again, this is all something that I don't think anybody agrees with how it was done. Because like it's not easy to hit 6 anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I would even understand it more so if it was a single they needed, but wasn't it a 6 that they needed to hit? I swear it was like a 6. They need to go the distance. Lukaku with the ball. He'll get this ball out to the right. And that's a free kick for sure. That's a yellow card. Malik Tillman will get a yellow card here. It's all right. Trump will revoke it. Oh, it's all coming undone now. All coming undone now in the US of A. Yellow card for Malik Tillman. And we've got a Hydration Nation break, baby. Hydration Nation break, baby. $22 minutes left here. Don't forget, tonight we'll have Argentina versus Egypt. We'll be live for that one. Vamos Argentina. Vamos Argentina. Raul, get around you. Justin says, come on, US, make it interesting, score a goal. I'm happy with either team scoring a goal here because that will be interesting because one team either gets absolutely slapped and the memes online will just be outrageous, or we see a cracker game to finish off. Yeah, the captain told him to do it, but he didn't want to. Yeah. Raul says, is this in Sydney time? What do you mean, is this in Sydney time? What do you mean? Is what in Sydney time? Should we start making bets on Trump's next tweet and move regarding the World Cup? Oh, he'll just double down on Balogun and double down on the fact that he should have played. And yeah, it'll just be a full doubling down. But I'm sure that Infantino and Trump and like this happened regardless. So it's like, you should have just let it play out the way it played out, man, because now, you know, people aren't going to give raps to the USA for progressing here. But, like, round of 16 is just a normal knockout process, right? We had the purgatory spot of round of 32. Now we've got a normal first round of knockouts here. Round of 16 is a normal first round of knockouts. Everything is in Sydney time. Yeah, but Rahul, what do you mean the stream? Like, it doesn't matter what time, what the stream's on now, wherever you are. Like, I don't understand what you mean by, is this in Sydney time? We're currently live as we speak. What does Sydney time have to do with it? I'm not even in Sydney. I'm in Vietnam. But I don't understand what you're actually asking. What is in Sydney time? What is in Sydney time? What are we talking about at the time? What do you mean? Marcel says, wouldn't be surprised if they give us plus 20 minutes after the 90 to equalise. No, there hasn't been many stoppages here. I get where you're going, but there hasn't been many stoppages here. I hope Messi scores a hat-trick on Ashua's head. Oh, yeah, I don't want Ashua scoring. Definitely don't let Ashua score. 20 minutes to go here, the game, folks. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. 19 minutes to go here now. Australia sold against Egypt. Sutar could have easily scored. I blame Popovic. Sutar should not receive the blame. That was Popovic's decision to put Sutar as the first penalty taker. All right, so that's going to be USA now with the ball. 18 minutes to try and save their bacon. They need 2 goals. And that will be a Belgium ball. Nice work there for them to get the ball back. And it's actually really positive from Belgium. They're not looking to keep and save hold of 3-1 lead. They want more. They took off Luka Paquillo and also the Catarera to bring on Lukaku and Doku, 2 attacking-minded players, not just defensive players. So the USA, Tyler Adams is about to come off here for America. And Ricardo Pepi will come on. 18 minutes left. I think they do want to try and embarrass him here. I think Belgium want to win this game like 4-5-1. I think they want to make a statement. Which is like make a statement regardless, but I think they also want to make a statement in terms of what's happened. But Logan here, nope, it will get cleared over for a throw-in. Because that's the only reason those substitutions would make sense there. I blame Teo Ricky for Australia losing. Who the hell is Teo Ricky? Teo Ricky. Who's that? Over the top here for Lukaku coming through. Tim Ream gets there. Kicks it back to the keeper. Lukaku, nice pressure. Who's Teo Ricky? And now we come down here for the Americans. Let's get Belgium, keep the foot on the throat. They are. They are, Lewis. They want to keep the foot on the throat here. I guess Australia's World Cup. Everybody jump. Yeah, I've seen that on Instagram. I didn't know who was the person who did it, but I've seen that guy just jumping around. Whoa. Now, fair play to him for giving it a crack, you know. Like, in Australia, you're going to get slaughtered for whatever you do. No matter what, I get slaughtered. Everyone who's a content creator will get slaughtered just for giving it a crack. So I respect him for trying and putting himself out there. I don't know much about the guy, or if he's egotistical or if he's like a bad dude kind of deal. Like I don't know anything about him, so I can't speak on that behalf. But I don't hate someone for having a crack and giving it a go. But yeah, again, I don't know enough about him. Like, I don't think that the song was awful. I know Australians, and I know that no matter what you do, people will just strip you of any kind of belief in yourself. Like Australians, it's tall poppy syndrome. If you're trying to do something in the public light, it's just nearly impossible. It's not impossible, but like it's just so difficult to break in without people hating you. Sean says, Australia were defensively great, but only scored 2 goals, not counting the own goal in their 4 matches. Belgium, Jeremy Doku. Corner coming up. It was Popovic's attacking tactics' fault. Popovic's fault for the whole World Cup. He now just has fun with the curse and using his blessing on teams he wants to lose. Fair enough. Yeah, again, like, being someone on a content creator level in Australia, musicians too. Like, if you try to create music in Australia, if you're not already well established, people will just call your song shit regardless, you know? Like, no matter what you do. It's really weird because a lot of Australians don't want to be like America. Everyone wants to be a content creator, right? Everyone wants to be a YouTuber or TikToker or all this sort of shit. You know, America, everyone wants it. So, like, there's not as much, like, tall poppy syndrome. They really get behind their big stars. It's a lot of hate, but also it's not like the tall poppy syndrome that we have. But Australia just loves to hate. It's actually the worst thing about our country. Like, we have an amazing country, Australia, but the worst thing is anybody who tries to succeed, everyone will hate them. 14 minutes to go here. Everyone. How much money a month in USD do you spend living in Vietnam approximately? USD? Oh, I'm going to give you AUD and then you can do the conversion. But see, this is just depend. I'm not going to give you... what I will do, I'm not going to tell you what I do, but I'll tell you that you could live a decent life in Vietnam. Per month accommodation, you'd probably pay between 1,000 and 1,500 for a pretty good place. That's Australian. And honestly, you could probably get by with a 500. You could probably get by with 500, maybe 1,000. Like, honestly, a really, really decent life would be like 2,500 a month. Like, and that's really, really decent AUD. So what's that? That's probably like 1,700 USD or something like that. Kiwis are the same. The biggest tall poppy syndrome people are on the dole, though. Yeah, 100%. You're right. Well, Kiwis and Australians are very much the same in so many different ways. Thanks very much for the question. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's probably the... Again, I'm not going to tell you what I do specifically, but I'll give you a good range for what is a very good life. Like, if you want to live the back... This is me talking from, like, a living in Airbnbs and hotels and stuff like that. If you wanted to live in, like... Go the backpacker route for a month, mate, you could do it for less than... Shit. Jeez, you could do it for nothing. You could pay, like, 400... No, less. You could pay, like... Yeah, maybe like 400 Australian dollars a month for like a backpacker. And then if you want to go really cheap, you could genuinely 500 USD you could live here. But it just comes down to what kind of style you want to live. That's a backpacker route. I don't go by the backpacker route, but that is just an entirely possible way to live. 500 USD a month is entirely doable. But there won't be a lot you can do. And they whip this ball in here. USA headed away for Belgium. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a goal. I thought that was a goal there for Berhalter, but it will miss and it will be a goal kick coming up here for the Belgians. And he's trying to hype up his team. Oh, dude. I thought that was going in. Baddie alert. Baddie alert. 11 minutes to go here. USA with the ball down in their back corner. Switzerland versus Colombia. I'm going to go Colombia, but Switzerland have been a lot better since their pre-tournament form and that 1-1 draw with Qatar. Qatar? Really? Qatar. Jeez. Same team that lost 6-0 to Canada or whatever it was. I'm going to go with Colombia, though. Yeah, the crowd's into the game at the very least. If they get one goal here, well, one, I'd be right on my 3-2 prediction, but if they get one goal here, anything can happen. We all know that Belgium were down 2-0 to Senegal at the 85th minute mark. They're down by 2 goals with 6 minutes less left on the clock than this. So anything can happen here. Belgium get the ball. They whip this ball across this right wing. Leandro Trossard has been very good here today. That's a free kick. Oh, no, it's great defense there from America. All right, they're putting on some pressure. Ricardo Pepi. And America steal this ball. No, Belgium steal the ball in the midway. And now Belgium look to slow it down. Belgians give USA a draw 2.9% at the moment. Yeah, it's very unlikely. But again, Belgium were down at the 85th minute 2-0 to Senegal in the round of 32, the previous game of this. And they end up making it 2-2. And then obviously won in the 120 plus 5 minutes of extra time with the penalty. 80 minutes gone here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Don't forget Argentina versus Egypt tonight. Free kick for Jeremy Doku in Belgium. Free kick. Free kick. Tim Ream is going off his rocker right now at this referee. It's definitely a free kick. I don't know what Tim Ream's complaining about. It's very clearly a free kick against Weston McKennie there. Jeremy Doku's been grabbed all over. What are you booing? Like, what's being booed here? You rugby tackled a guy to the ground. That's going to be a free... That's going to be a throw in here to America. Short one style B here. Argentina 3-0 coming. Vamos Argentina. Vamos Argentina. Vamos. Well, I'm going to captain Leo Messi on fantasy, so please, Leo Messi hat trick. Oh, wow, Balogun. Great save! Thibaut Courtois stays strong. He stands strong and makes the save, and thank God Balogun didn't score. Thank God. Benny says, we all know despite the score, USA automatically win with Trump ringing the FIFA to protest afterwards. Yeah, I'm sure he will. That is a strong save there. I know it kind of goes straight towards Courtois, but it's a strong save from Courtois. Changed my captain 4 times this round. Now it's Messi. Yeah, I had my captain last night on Lamine Yamal. I think he ended up getting the assist, didn't he? But, yeah, I've decided to change it to Messi. But I had Rangel. Oh, I've changed it to Martinez now. America, was it in? There's a corner. Corner coming up here for the Americans. I had Rangel and also Jorge Sanchez. They all both got -1. So I switched out Martinez and I actually took out Jorge Sanchez for Jordan Boss, who's obviously not playing this round, but I would rather the 0 than the -1. All right, 8 minutes to go here. I'm just assuming the USA gets a penalty at some point. I'm assuming it. I'm just waiting for it. Penalty and then 3 red cards to get USA back into it. Head it up and Kutzwa gets the ball. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. Jasmine says, yeah, my husband and I were in Bangkok just recently, and in our hotel, a sign saying no durian or mangosteen allowed. Have since learned mangosteen stains and looks like shit. Yeah, no. Wherever you go in Thailand, it will always tell you that. Bangkok, Hua Hin, Phuket, Pattaya, all these places, no matter what, because it's what's it called? Durian stinks, bro. Durian stinks the place out. 7 minutes to go. Who will Belgium play next, mate? Spain. Spain is who the winner of this plays. Ignore this over here. ChatGPT has just been a muppet. Ignore this over here. So they want USA to score just so their fans can get up. 1 second, Belgium cleared away. Just get their fans' hopes up for no reason. Yeah, but then they'll take a lot out of this and say that they'll oh no, he can't walk. He's got crutches on right now. God bless him. They'll take a lot out of it and saying, oh, we're coming. You know, we only lost 3-2. But I want it to be 4-1 here. If it was without the Balogun situation, I wouldn't have cared who won, and I would like to see USA score here to make a game of it. With the Balogun situation, I'd like to see it 4-1. Durian is like $7 New Zealand over there. Here it is like $100 New Zealand. Yeah, but it's like in Fiji. You know, you can get lobsters for like $7, $10 Australian, like at $10 Australian, and then, you know, in Australia it's like $200 for a lobster. And that is going to go over the sideline here for a throw-in for USA. They take it quickly. 5 minutes to go here of the tournament for one of these two teams. And it's looking likely it's going to be the US v. Got to admit, Belgium scoring immediately after USA did was peak humour. Yeah, it was really good. It was setting a statement. It was like, yeah, you guys can score, but hey, listen, we're still the big dogs here. Jeremy Doku, watch this pace. Watch this pace. See you later. See you later. See you later. You can see it coming. Jeremy Doku is away here. You knew it was going to come. Doku inside Lukaku to seal it. Back to Doku. Doku puts it across to Trossard. Leandro Trossard headed away. Good stop there from the USA defense. Leandro Trossard again with the ball. Can you ice the game here? Make it 4-1. Would ice it. I go out to the right, Leandro Trossard. Oh, yeah, footy is a whole different breed of commentary here, man. The rugby league, it's a whole different breed of commentary here. Over the top here. And they're into the box. Nobody there, though, and USA clear it. What do you think the score would have been if Michaud played Belgium? Probably something quite similar. Something quite similar. I don't think we would have scored. I think it might have been 3-0. Oh, that's a great defensive play. How is that a free kick to America? No way. That's a great defensive play there. That is clearly ball there. Get off it. No way. No way. No way. Give him a red card. You may as well while you're at it. He's been shoved over. Are we serious? He's got the ball there, but previously the Belgian player was thrown over. Get off it. Amadeus is Australia in the quarters. No? Does it have it here on the thing over here saying? No, it says they're eliminated down there. Oh, what, is that like a way to like insult Australia or something, bro? That was a good one, man. I'm hurting. I'm hurting inside. Is that like, are you upset about us talking about the USA in this way? Or like, what's the reason for that? I'm confused in terms of why you've... Because obviously that's sarcastic. It's been the favourite game of the World Cup. Favourite game of the World Cup was yesterday's England-Mexico. England-Mexico for mine. Cape Verde vs Argentina was good, but England-Mexico for mine. That was really good yesterday. But he says European teams just play different. They get football like Queensland get Origin. But yeah, this is true. Except for the fact that Brazil is South American and Argentina is South American, and Brazil have got the most World Cups ever, and Argentina are the current World Cup holders. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Mexico out yesterday, USA today. Yeah, CONCACAF is completely out. If the USA cannot turn around this deficit, CONCACAF will be joining Asia as completely out in this tournament. Luckily for Africa, they've still got Morocco and Egypt. South America, I've got Argentina and Colombia. But CONCACAF is about to be eliminated. Were we? Says State of Origin is tomorrow. You live commentate that? Were we? I'm live. You know I'm live for every single game of rugby league. What do you mean? Twickenham says I didn't realize Hasler got a job as USA FIFA coach. Oh, Pochettino. Yeah, he's got the hairstyle. Poch. For those who don't know, Poch used to manage teams like Chelsea and Tottenham. We support the US, and that's the way we like it. We love it. Whoa. Couple of changes been made here for the Belgium. Leandro Trossard will come off. He's been very good here today. Overturn this, Trump, your muppet does says. We like it. We love it. Whoa. Trossard comes out. So who just came on there for Belgium? I didn't even see. Axel Witsel and Alexis Sanamarcas come on for Nicholas Raskin and Leandro Trossard. Good call, Sundo. 1 minute added. 1 minute to go here before added time. Castagna to throw it in. Well, USA. What do we mean? Also, by the way, is that like an American getting upset to insult Australia without realizing that this isn't the quarterfinals? USA, good ball. No, Belgium be able to clear this one away. I'm trying to figure out like where that's come from in regards to is Australia in the quarterfinals. Like, is that somebody who just doesn't understand football and is genuinely asking if Australia's in the quarterfinals, or are they like an American who doesn't like us talking about the integrity of this game? And they're like saying, well, you're not in the quarterfinals, without realizing that this isn't the quarterfinals either. Because if it is, neither are you, man. 90 minutes gone here of the round of 16. And it is 3-1 Belgium. And we're just waiting to see how many added minutes there are. Only 4 added minutes. There we go. 4 added minutes. That essentially confirms it, that USA have lost this game. They would have needed like 8 to 10. 4 minutes away. Yeah, if Trump doesn't make a phone call to get 20 minutes added on here, it's all over, Red Rover. And America, that will be Belgium. We get this ball back. They need to put every man and his dog up right now. I don't know why there's not enough USA players up there in the attack. Just get everyone up. Everyone up and at him. Doku's gone down here, claiming a free kick. I think Spain beat Belgium. But Belgium have been a lot better recently, but I do think Spain beat Belgium. Spain play a really bland style of football, but I think their bland style of football will beat them. And they'll come in, headed away from Belgium, headed back in here from the Americans. No, I don't think that Shortloin is saying W Belgium in terms of like Belgium paid for this. I think he's saying that just W Belgium. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Balogan comes off. So does Anthony Robinson. Only about 92 minutes late than when Balogan should have come off. Stephen says what it would seem in 1997. Simpsons World Cup prediction was way off. Yep, seems like it. Who's more likely to beat who? Morocco beat France, Norway beat England, or Belgium beat Spain? I think the most likely outcome there would be Norway beating England, but I just don't think that that'll happen. But I think the most likely outcome would be Norway beating England. Let's go USA, score a goal, so it's a sweaty finish. But there's only a minute 30 to go here. There'd be no sweaty finish. Oh, here we go. Chance here. Lukaku! Goal! Belgium have done it. Belgium have done it, and they will be saying goodbye. And Lukaku is telling the Americans to shush right now. Good on you, Lukaku. Well, Trump, I hope you're watching this one there, champion. Infantino, I hope you enjoy this one. Have a little video call after this one. Why don't Infantino and Trump have a little bit of a Zoom call after this one and circle jerk each other, because it is 4-1 to Belgium. You have been slapped at home after you had a controversial decision to include Balogun into this game. You have been beaten very well here today. You have just been belted by Belgium. Belted by Belgium. You did all of that, all of this controversy, all this integrity controversy to go and get belted by Belgium. It's a great statement from Belgium. What, Belgium were the underdogs in this game? Were they really? Were they really? They beat them 5-2 a few months ago. Were you sure Belgium were underdogs in this game? Does they have any chance for Spain? Yeah, Spain haven't been that great. Lukaku is showing off the jersey of Onana there. USA were favourites. That's crazy for mine. Belgium beat them 5-2 just in March of this year. 4 minutes gone here. The real Trump will be happy all the woke Americans were claiming Trump rigged the World Cup. I'm not getting into a political debate, man. This is just purely in terms of the FIFA World Cup here. But there we go. It's over. The Americans, they have been eliminated. Belgium will be going through to be taking on the Spanish in the quarterfinals. That is a big old game there. Belgium, the perennial underachievers, but they're not underachieving right now. They'll be happy with the quarterfinal, and they'll be happy to test themselves up against the European champions that are Spain. And the American dream, unfortunately, goes away. I can't believe that America was the favourites of this game, though. But don't forget, guys, we'll be live for Argentina versus Egypt later on tonight. They will play, whoever wins that game will play the winner of the following game tomorrow, which is Colombia versus Switzerland. So later on tonight, 2 a.m. for you guys in Australia, 11 p.m. for me here. You will see Argentina versus Egypt. Prayuve says, just check the score. Holy moly, they're going to appeal for the score next. Yep, it looks like there's going to be some ramifications in terms of Trump's on the phone right now. Trump's on the phone right now to overturn this result. But there we go, guys. I appreciate you. I will see you later on tonight for Argentina versus Egypt. Obviously, that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. See ya later.